Got some more information to share you guys today. And I wanted to talk about this whole dark winter thing again because I feel like, we're starting to hear more and more about it all over again, just like how we were last year. You have people like Fauci repeating the same warnings, right? Or echoing the same warnings as Biden. And I feel like the reason why now places like Texas already had their dark winter back in February. But I feel like the real dark winter that they were talking about was postponed. And the reason I say that is because last year when Biden made that warning about the dark winter thing, a lot of people actually caught onto it and were starting to expose it. And I feel like they knew that a lot of people were catching on to it. So they were like, you know what, let's just postpone this for another year, right? Another winter, which I think is going to be the one coming up in a few months. Not saying it's guaranteed, this is just what I think. But with how fast things are going right now and the silencing of the truth getting worse on these platforms, that's just what I think. And with everything else, right? More people are starting to see shortages in their areas. I even made a community post about that as well. A guy who posted 2 photos of different aisles with empty shelves. It's not just me that's seeing this stuff. It's many other people, and more people are starting to see this, right? Cargo ships are stuck in the oceans right now, right? Not having these resources transported to the grocery stores, etc. So many different things happening, but it's always better for you to be prepared for anything than to be one of those people who just wait for something bad to happen and then pay the price for that. What happened in 2020 showed us, as well as what happened in February of this year, literally reminded us, at least for those who are paying attention, reminded us how important it is to just be ready for anything. And then on top of that, right, we're starting to see more stories about this whole cyber thing and issues related to that, right? It's just so much foreshadowing going on, and these people have told you for a good while what they plan on carrying out for the future. And the truth is, like I said before, nobody knows the exact day that all of this is really, really, really going to pop off and go down. Nobody knows the exact day. We can predict and make all the predictions we want to, but nobody knows the exact day that it's going to happen. The only people that know when it's going to happen are those who have it planned out. So the best thing you can do is not be afraid, because being afraid is only going to make things worse for yourself. But the best thing you can do is also prepare your mind, body, and spirit for what's to come. Because, I'm not going to sit here and, make up these lies telling you, right, that things are going to be going back to normal and things are going to be going back to how they used to be before 2020 and, all of that nonsense that a lot of people are starting to, say, right? Because it seems like things are getting better, but those who are really paying attention know that that's not really the case. If we're talking in terms of the economy and what these people have planned out, it's definitely not getting better. But another thing I wanted to talk about before I end off this video is the situation in the border. And we've already been getting invaded, folks. It's already been happening. And it's just, they're not really telling you the truth about what's really going on most of the time. We've already been getting invaded. I believe it's like millions and millions of illegal immigrants that have been entering this country already. And this is all of these different events, like, it's just leading up to the bigger, to the bigger crackdown and the bigger events that they have planned for humanity in the future. Another thing that I just remembered right now that's about to come up is a meeting with Pope Francis and Joe Biden, I believe it is. I believe it's the date is on like October 29th or October 30th. this guy Biden is supposed to be flying out to Italy and be meeting with Pope Francis. You guys already know. It should be obvious to you what they're going to be talking about, right? And everything like that, if that's actually something that does happen. Um, but that's supposedly something that's coming up too. You can look that up. A meeting with those two. Again, it should be obvious to you what they're going to be talking about, but we're getting closer and closer to the reset, right? The Great Reset, as people like to call it, the NWO, whatever you want to call it. But the real crackdown is yet to come, and continue to prepare while you still can, because there will come a day where it's not going to be so easy to get access to these resources and to these things that you need. So take advantage of the time that you have right now to get everything that you need. Don't be afraid, but continue to prepare your mind, body, and spirit for what's to come.